Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian soul family. What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through, give us exactly what we need to know in regards to my beautiful Aquarian energies, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, guys, that the messages are, in fact, general. Don't force anything to fit, okay? Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. That's how my readings work, okay? They're also fluid and timeless, okay? And if you happen to be a cross-watcher, you're also welcome here. Just place yourself where you belong in the storylines. Now, before we get into this, okay, because we've got a lot going on right here. Take a moment and click the like button as well as the subscribe button, guys, okay? Make it official. You know what I'm saying? We're on the road to 100K. Okay, so I appreciate those of you who do click that like button every single time. It's one of the easiest ways to energetically donate to the channel. And the subscribe button, of course, is to make it official, right? Become a part of the game, become a part of the team. Don't forget to smash that bell, that notification bell, the little bell beside the subscribe button. That's going to alert you to when I upload on the channel, okay? So now that we've gotten those announcements out of the way, please take a moment and shoot me a little comment down below, a little hey girl, hey, let me know you in the building, okay? I love to read y'all's comments. I can't reply to all of them, but I do in fact read them all, and I get my life down in those comments, and I'd like to see you guys conversing with one another down below as well, okay? So let's go over all of the cards first, right? Before I start running my mouth, let's go over everything first, okay? And then we're going to get into what is really actually factually happening here, okay? Because it's a lot to unpack, so follow me. And again, don't force anything to fit. Very first card out, y'all, was party, okay? Hardcore. Somebody is outside. You know what they're trying to avoid? They're trying to avoid themselves, okay? And we'll get to what's going on internally that they may be trying to escape and or avoid. It reads, been partying with my friends to avoid being alone at home. Aha, with yourself, right? This is somebody who really can't stand to be alone with themselves. This could be somebody who is like a serial monogamer, like they're always in a relationship. This might not be something that you know about them. Even if they're not like exclusive, they're always attached to another person. They can't really just be single. They can't be alone. They can't like just be with themselves to sort their own shit out, which is why when they do come towards a new person, it is giving very much so damaged energy. I just have to be honest about that, right? It's giving toxic. It's giving you got a lot going on, things that they can't even understand about themselves, but it is because they don't allow themselves time to be alone long enough to see that they might actually be the problem. How's that for a thought? We then have flings. They're dropping all of my crystals. Okay, they might be a little bit upset with how real I'm about to be. I don't care. It says, I've been sleeping around, sometimes one night stands. And the thing about this card is it doesn't necessarily have to be the case for all of you, okay? They are saying that this could go either way, right? I feel like this is somebody, once again, like I said, who they either deal with a lot of people or they have been dealing with a lot of people in order to get their mind off of what is going on between the two of you, okay? They do feel like they've damaged this. Okay, they feel like this is a damaged relationship. They may also feel like it's over consciously, but subconsciously they're hoping not, right? Because we have other cards that suggest that. So it says, once again, I've been sleeping around, sometimes one night stands, right? So this is somebody who is definitely just energetically desperate, right? Like they're desperate to get somebody else in that slot. They are desperate to get somebody else in their space. They are desperate to share energy with another person because unfortunately, right, they're quite sick of their own energy. They don't know how to address that head to head, right? This is somebody who doesn't know how to be single, guys. They don't know how to be alone. They don't know how to just be with themselves. And it has allowed for a lot of residual damage to kind of build up. Okay. We then have at the center of the reading, this time it's real. Okay. And I feel like this coincides with this card, which is one last chance. Okay. We have karmic love. And then once again, we've already addressed this one, which is damage. Now, what we didn't see or what we don't see and what this person doesn't see on the subconscious, right, is that they might be, you know, really trying to understand, right, why you're on their mind or why they care about this so much. Because I get this person thinking, hey, all I need to do is just hop on another dick. All I need to do is just do a full split on that thing. All I need to do is just hop up in something else, get up under somebody else, you know, go out with my guys, go out with my girls, right? Like get back outside, get myself back out there. I can have another you in a minute. I can just replace this. I can just move on. Like I'm that guy, I'm that girl. I don't really need to dwell on this. And they never really gave themselves a chance to process whatever happened between the two of you. So I definitely don't get that you are communicating with this person at this time. I have to be very honest with that, right? They want to communicate with you, but they're not allowing themselves to admit that. So it's really under the surface, subconsciously, right? This person is kind of waiting. For them, they feel like they're not waiting, right? Because they feel like if they go have sex with other people, if they go and, you know, hop into the bed with somebody else or hop into something else emotionally, then the emotional attachment with you will disappear. But that's not the case. Clearly, that's not what's happening, right? It's only adding more pressure to what they already feel. They feel like if they go outside, if they are, you know, partying, being around their friends, right, drinking excessively, doing drugs, right, just kind of wanting to be in another place, another space that doesn't involve thinking about you, okay? I feel like when they're alone, they do think about you quite a bit here, okay? And I feel as though what's really taunting this person is them recognizing that they are the ones that damaged this. I just keep hearing that, okay? They have to bite that bullet is what they're saying. That's a hard pill to swallow. Okay, that they are the ones. Perhaps this person is finally looking in a mirror, right? Perhaps they are finally looking at this as what it really is. Okay, now this time it's real. I feel like this is this person's drunken thoughts. Okay, one last chance. When they are inebriated, a sober mind, no. A drunk mind speaks sober thoughts. That's the phrase, right? So when they're drunk, when they're inebriated, when they're out with their friends, they're crying. Okay, they might be crying at the party. They may be like crying in the club, right? Just kind of sad. A Debbie Downer, a Danny Downer. They're a downer. So I do see like their friends and people who would normally go out with them and hang out with them kind of separating themselves. It's the same thing with these newer connections. I feel like at some point they're going to meet their match though, because this karmic love, I don't get that this is your karmic. I don't get that the two of you are karmics to one another. I get this person had the opportunity to make the decision on whether or not they were going to do right by you, but that wasn't really convenient for whatever lifestyle they wanted to keep up or however they are internally, or that damage, right? It could be the residual damage that prevented them from seeing clearly, right? How to do it correctly. Blinded. So I do see this person being, you know, having like a blindfold, maybe rose-colored glasses in terms of themselves, right? Viewing themselves on a higher pedestal, or viewing themselves as somebody who is the object of morality, right? Like somebody who does have high moral standing, somebody who is a good catch, somebody, right? I see this person giving themselves a lot of credit and not really looking at the damaged parts of themselves that was actually showing up. Okay, so we have waiting for you to return hasn't been easy, but I'm still hopeful. You see what I'm saying? But this is their drunk mind. Okay, this is this person when they are inebriated. So the escapism is quite literally doing the opposite of what they would like for it to do, which is to get their mind off of this, off of you. I would love to know down in the comments what this person did, because I do see them like not wanting to think about it. You know how you get the ick, or you know how you have like, it's not secondhand embarrassment because they did it, right? So it is this embarrassing sort of like, I can't believe I did that. Like, you know, what the fuck was I thinking? But I feel like when they're sober, they're not thinking like that. You see what I'm saying? When this person is sober, it's sort of like, they feel like, you know what, I can get over this, right? I can just replace this sort of thing. But then once they start to try and do that, right, I don't see them being sober at all unless they're like at work. So I see this person heavily indulging in alcohol. They could be smoking. It could be sex. It could be a sex addiction. There's an addiction here, an attachment, right? They're codependent on allowing themselves to overindulge in this thing in order to get their mind off of what we can clearly see in the cards, which is that they've been waiting for you. They've been waiting to make a move. But it says, I've been waiting for you to return, right? So I feel like this person, they either feel like they damaged it so much so, and they're embarrassed so much so that they don't even know what their first words would be towards you, right? Like they don't even know how they will open that conversation up. It would be much easier to have the conversation if you were the one to reach out. That could be the thought process. I don't get this person being overly arrogant and thinking, well, you need to come towards me, because they are looking at this as they are the ones that damaged this. Now, here's the plot twist, right? I feel like in the midst of this person trying to avoid delving through their damaged past, right? Their traumas, their shadows, and as well as how they would have gotten to this juncture with you. I feel like they're getting involved in other things. There's a specific relationship here. It looks like they stumble upon a karmic, okay? I don't feel like this is you. This love is too painful to keep holding on to. I feel like this is somebody who is matching their energy. I feel like this is someone who is just as damaged as them. They are meeting this person after. They're meeting this person in an attempt to get rid of you out of their energy, only to come under some, you know, unforeseen circumstances with this new karmic energy. This person is matching their energy. This person may do more damage than healing. So this person doesn't really know how to properly heal. Okay, they are in pain in terms of not being able to talk to you. They're also kicking themselves, but I feel like even though this person is not arrogant and the ego is not heavily present here, there's still something there, right? Like pride, something that's keeping them from coming towards you, right? The embarrassment of whatever it is that they did. Okay, they feel like they've burnt this bridge. They've damaged it too much to touch it, right? You see what I'm saying? It's too broke. It's broken. So in an attempt for them to avoid healing from you, they are stumbling upon a relationship that is not only going to create more damage, but I feel like that will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Okay, now I do see this person still wanting to make an attempt to come towards you. I just don't know when that will happen. Wow, I was going to keep going. We have the devil. Do I take all of these? We have the devil. We have the sun. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is somebody who may be on the brink of meeting their match. Do I take the rest of these? Page of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the sun, right? I feel like they have definitely run into someone who is very much self-absorbed. With the devil there, I do feel like this person has a lot of demons that they are dealing with, that they're trying to unpack, but they're not doing it correctly, okay? Now, the reason why it might be showing up here in your reading is because I do see some kind of an attempt, right? In the near future here of this person trying to communicate with you, come towards you, salvage things, right? Repair. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's a great idea. I don't know how much this person has delved into their traumas. That's number one. Number two is they have now introduced other energies. Okay, so during your separation, they're not just in solitude. They're not in a period of isolation, right? This is all about energy, attaching one's energy, not knowing how to regulate one's energy, not knowing how to protect one's energy. That might actually have something to do with why the two of you stopped speaking. Okay. There's something energetically, right? I don't see a soul tie here, but I see this person truly liking you, but because of the damage that came prior, right? It would have never worked. This was always going to happen. It would have always ended up in separation or falling apart. This person has really sabotaged lots of connections this way. But they feel like it's real with you this time. This time it's real, right? With the exclamation mark. They are heavily feeling like you showed up in their life for a reason. I do see this person thinking back to a time when they were happy. And I feel like that is really what's really kind of giving them a spin in their mind, taking them for a ride in their mind. Because it's sort of like they are pinpointing it back to you at times that the two of you had together, right? Not being able to truly accomplish replacing that with these flings or even with other people, right? Their friendships and whatnot. People don't even really want to be around this person. They bring the energy morale down is what I'm hearing. Okay. So in the event or in the process of trying to avoid, right, working through this, in the process of trying to avoid being alone, I feel like they're running everyone off except one person. There's a karmic relationship here. Now, I don't get that they knew this person before you, even though for some of you they could have. I see this person coming in out of this person's desperation to fill the spot, and they're going to get the right one. We have the 9 of Cups, right? Excuse me. So this person definitely views you as wish fulfillment. That's showing up at the center of the reading. But I feel like this person has a habit of going towards, like, having the mindset that they should always get what they want, right? 9 of Cups, right? That's like being able to rub the genie on the bottle. This is somebody who potentially has been able to do that for quite some time, but now we're going into a different cycle. We're going into a different phase of your life where they are having to understand that they have not earned some of the things that they are desiring, right? Even if it's just your time, even if it's just a conversation from you, right? Even if it is you reaching out, even if it's them reaching out to you and you not responding or leaving them on red, right? I get that embarrassment holding them back. So this is possibly why you have not heard from this person. Now, in terms of the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, I do see this person kind of struggling in multiple areas of their life, right? I see people not really wanting to be around them. I see their energy having an ick attached to it, you guys, okay? So even if it's not a karmic relationship, even though for some of them I feel like it is, I feel like they meet one person, and because of the energetic exchange, it might be a sexual encounter that they have. We'll get to these in a minute. It could be a sexual encounter that they have. It's supposed to just be a one-night stand, just a one-time thing, a fling, just to get their rocks off, to relieve stress. It could be an attempt to just, escape, right? Not think about the relationship that actually holds weight and matters, to just kind of do something fun, be involved in something that is not as much pressure, something that doesn't have as much strings attached. However, they don't realize that this fling has so many strings attached, and it is energetically, right? So I feel like as soon as they deal with whoever this person is, things start to fall apart in their life, because sex is an exchange. It's an energy exchange. You understand? So they're trying to avoid whatever energy the two of you would have exchanged with one another. If you were sexually involved with this person, that could also be why you were heavily on their mind, right? If you were not sexually involved with this person, it doesn't matter. You still had an energetic exchange with this person. Even conversations are energetic exchanges, you guys. That's why when somebody is in a bad mood, right, and if they call you, you may find that you were feeling okay until you talk to that person. All of a sudden, it's like, damn, now I don't feel good, right? Like now I feel like I have a damper on my day, or you brought the mood down, right? Like a Debbie Downer or a Danny Downer. This reading is all about energy exchanging. And I feel like that is what this person has failed to realize. That also not just solely the energy, but also the seeds that you plant in terms of how you show up in people's lives is what you get back, right? So if you're always that friend that needs help, if you're always the friend that has something going on, if you're always the person that is, down and out, always the person that needs to talk about some sad shit, always the person who is going through it, like that shit gets tiring. And I feel like I said, they're pushing a lot of people away, friends and family. They get desperate. They're going to get desperate, and they stumble upon this one night stand or somebody. This is like a random person, honestly, right? This could be somebody that they meet in the club. It could be somebody who they've known but never quite went there with this person. And I feel like this person is going to attach something energetically to them during that exchange, unfortunately, okay? And it will be a domino effect, right? So it's not even you, even though you are on this person's mind heavily, and for them, you might be the catalyst to which led them to want to go and seek refuge from their insides, right? From their subconscious mind, from their trauma, from their damage. Before you date me, understand I'm damaged and a broken soul. So I feel like they found another broken soul. They found someone who was also broken, but they didn't understand the severity, right, of attaching yourself to someone, right? It only made it worse is the simplest that I can put it. Page of Pentacles in the reverse is specifically telling me that this person is losing balance, okay? They're losing security in terms of, it could be money, it could be energy, it could be emotions. There's something going on here, right? Like they're losing momentum. With the Sun card in the center of the Devil and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like there's a clear moment where this person is being called upon, okay, in the spirit realm to see something, okay, to see something about themselves. This is not going to be easy for them to navigate. We have the Ace of Pentacles now in the reverse, right? So their money is definitely very much so being affected, but Pentacles could be anything. It is about stability. It's about security. It's about who you know yourself to be. It's about what you attach currency to, right? That is what's being questioned. That is what's being affected by this person just hopping into bed with anybody, right? Like just desperately trying to get away from whatever it is that they were feeling with you. We do have one last chance. So I feel like that could be this person thinking, you know, well, let me just, you know, I'll be outside one last time and then I'll go fix myself, right? Like then I'll go fix the damage. Let me just YOLO it for the night, right? Just one last night and then I'll go ahead and go to therapy. Like just one last week, one last day, one last month, right? But Spirit is saying, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This time you're going to learn a tough lesson, right? Like this time we got you. Now we do have the Four of Wands and the Star card over here, right? And this goes right below the Waiting card. So I do feel like even with all this person's attempts, right, to escape, to fuck other girls, to fuck other guys, to, you know, create a starting lineup, to energetically detach from you, they've only attached themselves even more, right? The Four of Wands and the Star card specifically suggest that this person cannot stop thinking about it, okay? They are obsessing over it. However, they're still not moving, right? With the Four of Wands, this is about like building a foundation, having comfort. Four of Wands in some cards can suggest a twin flame energy, right? So I see for some of you, this could be the runner now becoming the chaser, right? So this person could have been running from this connection, which in turn damaged things between the two of you. That's just one storyline, right? Just take it how it resonates. And now you are the one running, right? Or they at least feel as if they cannot contact you, right? Like it's not safe. There's no comfort there. There's not a level of comfort that will allow them to feel like they can reach out to you. We have wish fulfillment here now twice. So I feel this person is really going through it mentally, right? This is a mental game. This is possibly even mental torture is what I'm hearing, because not only do they have to swallow the pill that they are the ones that got themselves in this positioning, right? They also have to think about the times where they so easily had access to you. They so easily had access to this quote unquote wish fulfillment. And what did they do with it? You see what I'm saying? How did they nurture it? How did they grow it? How did they show up for it? How did they support it? How did they behave in a way that suggested that they wanted more of it? Ace of Pentacles and the upright. These are both in the reverse. So to me, the Ace of Pentacles along with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, this is the lesson of everything that I just said before now, but also is suggesting that everything, right, that feels safe, that feels secure to this person has now depleted, right? So what is it that they have? They don't really have much. This is a spiral. So let's see. I'm under a lot of pressure. Please be understanding. And that is here at the bottom of the deck. So we have fortune, secret, and safekeeping. Your secret is not safe with me, ma'am, sir, but sis, if that's what you're suggesting. I feel like maybe this person is trying to keep this close to their chest, right? The fact that they are considering this love, right? That they're in love. Like, I tried everything. Nothing has worked. In fact, I've only made it worse, right? I've only sunk myself deeper into this depression. I've only sunk myself deeper into these thoughts, deeper into this longing. I do feel a great deal of longing for you, right? Longing to speak with you. Even if you only spent a short amount of time with this person, they know something else. This is spiritual, guys, okay? It could in fact be suggested as spiritual warfare, but they would have only gotten to that point because they have introduced new energies, okay? They've introduced some sort of a karmic into their life, right? So it is having a domino effect. And it could be a forewarning for you, right? That this is not something that you would see. This is not something that you would even possibly know. And to know that this person has on their mind that they have been waiting for you, they may pull the trigger and be the ones to reach out. But keep in mind that they have other things attached to them that you might not want to get yourself involved with, okay? Goddess. So we have feminine or masculine power, love, and fertility. So this is somebody who feels like their life was more abundant. It was growing. You know what I'm saying? When they were with you or when they had the opportunity to be around you. They are embarrassed at how they treated that, right? Like how they took that for granted. They also feel like, you know, maybe they were a little cocky and thinking that that's just how things were supposed to be, right? That's just the way that it was supposed to be, rather than looking at it as a very fortunate positioning to have encountered someone such as yourself, or a relationship that the two of you had. They are viewing it now as more sacred, something that they should have held closer to their chest, right? Something that they should have viewed as a once in a lifetime opportunity. They treated the opportunity like just any other thing, right? Which is why they thought they would easily, right, be able to replace it. All I need to do is go out. All I need to do is just find somebody else. And now they've gotten themselves in a whole heap of shit over here by trying to replace it. So we have silver shoes, magic, value, and travel. The word that's sticking out the most to me is magic. Okay. We also have hourglass, right? So we have waiting here now twice. This person has gotten themselves into some deep shit, y'all. I have to be very, very honest, okay? They have gotten themselves stuck into something. I don't see them wanting you to like be their savior, right? Like I don't see them wanting to bring you into this, but I also see them not being able to not think about you, okay? The last point in which they felt normal, the last point in which they felt safe, the last point in which they felt secure, the last point in which shit felt normal, things felt happy, things felt clear, the vision was clear, was when they were with you, okay? So that is where the obsession is stemming from. They also feel as if they took your love for granted, or the fact that you loved them, they took that as a weakness. They took it for granted, right? If you consider yourself to be the masculine energy, then they took your love as if you're soft, right? Like you're a simp, rather than it being a lucky opportunity, something that is a fortunate event. It doesn't come by very easily, right? It can be very fleeting as well. If you do not take care of it, it can be gone just as soon as it came, bitch, right? Like it's not just the constant. This is not the rule, bitch. This is the exception. Especially when it comes to an Aquarian, because they have the star card here. So they are definitely suggesting that they misread you, right? Like your energy. They overvalued themselves in this situation. They got too comfortable. If you view yourselves as the feminine aspect, or the feminine, divine feminine in the relationship, then they don't acknowledge the power that femininity has, right? They still view that as a weakness. So this is why they felt like they could move in a certain way. It's also why they never really attempted to work on themselves, right? Your love for them, instead of them viewing it as, let me make myself better in order to show up for you too, in order to deserve this, in order to be deserving of this, in order to be able to replenish you, they instead allow the damage to stay. It is what it is. Take me as I am. And because you love me, you will do that, right? Like, but I feel like it was fleeting. It has gone, right? So you might not even, for this hourglass to be right below the love card, for some of you, your love has run out, unfortunately. It's not that you don't love this person, but you may not be in love with them anymore. Damn. Right? The value has depleted. It's feeling as if the scales are tipping on the other side, okay? And depending on how long the two of you have been in separation, this person has been outside, right? They have been dating. They have been fucking. They have been around, right? Like they've been out there. In fact, they've used it as a tool to keep their mind off of you, but it's only amplified what they had with you. They are definitely embarrassed. They are fucking embarrassed, you guys, okay? They want to hide their face. They do. Which is also why they've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to see if you feel what they feel, right? If you feel the connection, they may also be using some kind of ritual. I have to be very honest about that. But there's that magic means something else as well. I'll get to that in a minute. They may be using some kind of spiritual tactics to call you in, to manifest you, right? That could be like repeating your name over and over. It could be like writing it down in their journal. It could be talking about you excessively, playing a song that the two of you like over and over and over, right? Something. It's energetic. It's not black magic. It's just, ooh, y'all, I had like a coughing attack. Please, excuse me. This person don't want me to say it. I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck. I run this. This is my shit. What? Please. Spirit is like, this is your shit? A word? You know what I meant. They tried to close my throat chakra. I was getting too real on them. I meant every word that I said. So now, right, along with everything else that this person is dealing with, right, because they are stuck in a bit of a tricky situation. This was all fated to happen, right, because they've been running amok in their spiritual life. They have not been responsible, okay? I do see them traveling towards you, though, okay? Wasn't I saying something about the scales being reconfigured? Okay, something to that effect, where now the tipping of the scales are going to the other side, right? I do see you placing this person in some form of value in your life to even deal with them, right? There has to be truth to that. And I see them not giving you the same value, not placing the same number on your value, okay? And now that they have been outside and they see what's out there, now that they have been dating, now that they have been out, they see what's out there versus what they had inside with you. Bitch, they are sick. Do you hear me? Stomach turning, nauseous, sick to their stomach, bitch. They wish that they would have kept you safe, kept their relationship safe. They're viewing this connection as sacred because of that. There are a whole lot of other shit. There's a whole lot of other shit going on, not just romantically, right? Their money is fucked up. Their energy is fucked up. Their spirituality is fucked up. Their mind is fucked up, right? Like their whole shit is fucked right now. And they feel attached to it. They feel stuck to it. They kind of don't know how to maneuver their way out of this. I don't think, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, respectfully, if you allow me to address you, now I'm talking to your person, I don't think that coming towards Aquarius before you sort this out is the answer. I don't, personally. I don't, right? I can't tell you what to do, but I don't. Because you have other shit that you have attached yourself to. For some of you, this person may have started gambling. There's some kind of addiction that they have here. It could be all of the above. Sex, gambling, drugs, rock and roll, bitch, partying, right? Showing up to work late, calling out to work. You know what I'm saying? Stealing, some kind of shit. They have gotten themselves in a sticky situation, bitch. And it has been a downward spiral in terms of what they would do in order to, run from themselves. It's like they thought they were running from you, but they were actually running from themselves. And now they want to attempt to run back towards you, but now you're running. Bitch, you can't make this up. You just cannot make it up. Now, bottom of the deck, we have Magic here again. Now listen, okay? This is a very specific storyline. Don't force anything to fit. I hear a very specific story. I do. And it's not something that you would be privy to, so we're kind of spying on this person. I feel like this person thought that they were lucky with whatever this opportunity was. This karmic situation is either a person, it is an opportunity, it's a friend that got them involved in something. There's a situation, bitch. They got themselves stuck in a situation. They thought it was a lucky strike. They thought this would be the support that they need to get them back on their feet, to feel like themselves again, to be Big Willie. For some of them, they felt like if I make a whole bunch of fucking money, I bet you she'll run back to me, right? I bet you he'll be back if I do this. I bet you if I go and get this done, he'll be back, right? Like I bet you if I happen to have a new one, then I won't think about them again. There's some kind of tactic. There's some kind of thing that has led them astray. They have been led astray. Is that not a cat? Okay? They may have been popping that cat all over the town. Okay? They may have been popping that wand into every cat that would meow. They've been doing some shit. Now, the storyline that I heard, right, before I get too ahead of myself, for those of you who have somebody who tried to replace you with another person, not only was it a karmic, right, they thought it was a lucky opportunity, the sun card, right, like they thought, finally, Eureka, right? I finally found a bitch who know how to act. You know what I'm saying? I finally found a dude who know my word, who gonna do what they say. Okay, I said what I said. Right? They thought that they finally did it. It was the come up, right? They come to find very soon that this person was also damaged, right? And I feel like within this person's habits, the way that they start to act when things don't go their way, or when they misread situations romantically specifically, right? If it's not something that is appeasing to them, 9 of Cups, they have a very toxic way of running away from somebody, or detaching from people. That could be like ghosting, not communicating, right? Giving the cold shoulder. Suddenly, all of a sudden, you're not all up my ass no more, right? Like suddenly I ain't shit. And now they met their match here. This person, they got the right one. And by the right one, I mean the wrong one. Because somebody is doing magic here, guys. There's some kind of ritual or spell, black magic. It's a black cat. I feel like if that is their storyline, they dealt with someone who was also very spiritual. Someone who ancestors, right? Delved into the occult. Okay? Hoodoo. There's something deeper here. They broke this person's heart, y'all. Okay? They could have thought, we're just having fun. This is just a fling, but this person has something else in mind, right? They thought, so this person could have love bombed the new person is what I'm hearing, right? They thought it was just going to be a one night stand, but they were giving all the energy that I want to get to know you. I want to date more. I want to be around you. Like I want to, really do this thing. Like you're so beautiful. Like you're the most beautiful. You got the best boom boom I ever had. You got the best thing I ever had. Like, right? And had this person thinking like it was all good in the hood just to flip on their ass. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Disappear. Show that this has no substance. This was a trick. They fell into a trick because now this person, whoever they hurt, whoever they damaged, was already damaged, bitch. So now this person is lighting candles. They're doing magic. They're getting support from the occult to rock this person's world. And it's working. It is working. I also feel like for some of you, they just thought that they would just get their rocks off and then and be waiting to get back with you. This is a lot. Yeah, see, we have Rose. Love, passion, enduring, a very passionate connection they began with this person. They thought it was going to be a one night stand. I even get that this person may have slept with this new person more than once, guys, right? Getting this person's feelings involved. You know what it's giving? If you never seen this movie before, okay? Okay, this is a hood classic. You need to go check it out because that is what I feel is going on in this person's situation. And it's Martin Lawrence is in it. It's called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I feel like they were playing mind games with this person like that. And it was just because they were bored. It was so that they could get their mind off of you. It was so that they can feel like something, it was so that they cannot feel embarrassed anymore. It was so that they can chin check themselves. Like, I still got it, bitch. I still got it, right? And they used somebody to fill that part, to fill that. They used someone as a resource. And it's backfiring. This person done lit candles that got their money fucked up. I'm telling you, their mind fucked up. I don't know how you gonna get yourself out of this one, ma'am, sir, bro, sis. I don't. Okay, you did this. You made this bed. And don't you dare try to come next to Aquarius with this bullshit now. Y'all need to protect yourselves. This is definitely giving warning. I will look into the extended to see how deep they are still in this, right? How stuck they still are, if they've been able to release themselves, right? I do see them like promising to God. Like I see them praying. I see them, meditating. Like they are really effed up. If you've never known this person to do that, they are now. They don't know what to do. They may be shaking in their motherfucking boots because whatever this is that this person has put on them, okay, whatever this root work this person has done, there are specific things that are happening to this person to where they know it's because of this new person. They know that they're under attack, right? They kind of are they're trying to pinpoint it. Like, is it this new energy? Is it because, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I didn't know my dick was gonna have these bitches going crazy, right? Like, I did not know that I whipped that work on him like that. Like, please, let up. They're trying to pinpoint it. And I feel like they kind of have an idea, but because so much shit is going on, they can't really pinpoint where it's coming from. Okay? It's a lot. This is a lot. This escalated. Okay? I did not see it going this way. I didn't. It's scaring the shit out of them. Because whatever this person has done or is doing, it might be something continuous. I feel like this person is going postal, right? Like they were already damaged. They already had multiple heartbreaks. They believed your person. They believed in the lust, right? The passion. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they believed in it. And your person did something horrible. They did something awful. And it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. The line between love and hate, this bitch is going crazy. They're going crazy. They feel like, oh, hell no, right? Like, I'm going to get my lick back. You're fucking crazy. And they're getting their lick back, not just for what your person did, but every other lick that they didn't get back. Okay, is that not a kitty cat? Lick, lick, lick. Yeah, they're going to get their motherfucking lick back. And they've got a hold on them. And they're doing specific things are happening to this person, you guys, to where it's unmistakable that this is not coincidence, right? Like, I'm under attack, bitch, right? Like, it's freaking them the fuck out. So before I lost my train of thought, what I heard is I see this person like meditating. I see them praying. I see them like reaching out, getting more spiritual, like seeking out spiritual advisors, wanting to talk to people who they can trust, because what's happening to them, they don't want to look crazy. Certain people won't understand, right? They'll be like, you're tripping. No, you got fired, bitch, because you're not a good employee. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, no, I'm under attack, bitch, right? So they gotta find people that they can trust. Those are few and far in between because people are fucking sick of this person. Hello? Yeah, they're tired of them. You always got shit going on. So the one time that they really need them, nobody is there. Scared shitless, right? I see them praying like, if you get me out of this, I promise I won't do this shit again, right? I won't do this no more. And I'm going to make it right with who I feel like I should be with, right? Who I built foundation with prior to now. If you just get me out of this shit, I promise you, right? Like I will do right. I will do right in life, and I will do right by Aquarius. This is too much, y'all. I got to take a drink. This part, you all over the place, bitch. You need to just go get counseling, okay? Go get counseling. Go ahead. You need to go ahead and do some rituals, right? We just had a new moon. We just had a full moon. Excuse me. We just had a full moon. Those are the best times to release, cut cords, all of that shit. Because I don't know how you're going to get yourself out of this. So let's hop over to the extended, y'all. I've been running my mouth. What do they wish the outcome to be? Okay. And in accordance to what they're wishing for, have they done the work in order to make that possible? Meaning, has there been a transformation? Have you gotten yourself out of this sticky situation? And are you equipped to give what it is that you're wanting? Hello? Yeah. I want to know all of that. Let's see what their purest feelings and intentions are for you. That will let you know if they're on some bullshit, just trying to get you either stuck in the web with them or trying to use you to get them out of it, right? I just want to double check. I don't feel that, but I just want to double check so that you're safe, okay? Let's see if we know that there are regrets, right? What are they? What is this person's regrets? Is it rooted in selfishness because your life is fucked up? Or are you actually remorseful for what the fuck you did, meaning that you'll never do it again? Knowing somebody's regrets, right, and the reasonings behind those regrets also allows you to know if they actually understand what they did. Because if you don't understand, you can't learn the lesson. And if you don't learn the lesson, what do you think the probability is that you'll do that shit again? Come on, class. Let's all say it. Want it together. Bitch, you're gonna do it again. Okay? So yeah, we need to know that. Let's also see What karma, okay, they are set to face still. What karmic debt are they set to face in order to evolve out of this cycle? What are they needing to do to get out of this shit? And have they done it? Hello? And then we'll see what their next steps are, okay? Just so you could be prepared. So you could be prepared. It's just waiting right now. This is like a standoff. You're not moving, they're not moving, right? So let's see what their next steps, their specific next steps are going to be towards you, and we'll see the best possible outcome. Is this worth your time? Does this have a fighting chance, right? Like, is it possible for the two of you to have union? If you consider this person your twin flame, that would be something you already know. Is there potential for union here, right? Or would you be wasting your motherfucking time? Should you just keep it moving? Should you just ignore them? Should you just leave them on red? Should you just do them how they did you? Yeah, we want all of that. What? Yeah. I also want to know what blockages may be clouding your judgment. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying, for those of you who feel like you might need this, right? If you feel like your picker is off, you've been picking the wrong people, I want to know what blockages might be clouding your judgment. And have you attracting the same kind of people or a certain kind of caliber of people? How do you change that? What the spirit suggests you do to change that, right? To get that in check, okay? I also want to know what spirit suggests you do in order to remove all blockages that will take away from your optimism of love moving forward. Okay, we don't want this to be what stops you from believing. Okay, this is just an isolated incident. It's a one-off. What were your lessons in it? Learn it and move on, right? That's what we want. And then we'll get into new love. For those of you who do see yourselves going in the opposite direction, if you already know that you know that you know, okay, we will see what that's looking like. Who's coming in? What do you have to look forward to in the next cycle? What kind of people are coming towards you? Who's worth your time? How will you potentially meet them? All right. Why are they single? Are there any red flags and warnings you need to be on the lookout for all of these individuals? That'll let you know who to turn from, not even say hello to. OK, and let's also see what it is the potential for things to go all the way with the new interests, among other things. I want to pull some time frames as well in terms of both old and new, and you can suspect either of these to arrive in your life or see movement. OK, and then I want to get your advice from your spirit guides, OK, on how you can speed up the momentum towards your desired life of abundance, happiness, and fulfillment. Whatever that recipe is for you, it'll be different for everybody. What do they suggest you do to speed up the momentum towards that? And as a little added bonus, I mean, since we're already running our mouth over here, we might as well, do an Ask the Universe reading. Okay, well, I'll give you the floor to ask a couple of questions, but I will have more instructions for that over in the extended. Okay, so without further ado, we have a lot to unpack. I'm really curious. I'm curious, George, bitch. I need to know. Where is this going? I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. Click the like button, the subscribe button, and meet me over there. I'm going to see y'all. Let's go.